Namaste yogis, good morning, welcome. So let's start by chanting Om 3 times and a prayer. Sitting in a comfortable cross-leg posture, put palms in chin mudra. Lift your chin slightly up so that your spine is in one line. Inhale, exhale. Inhale for Om. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunatu, saha viryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhidamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms. Once we feel the warmth, we can cup the eyes. Keeping your palms in front of your face with gentle blinking, open your eyes. Namaste. Namaste. So let's get started with a little bit of warm up. So you can come up onto the all four. And from here, you can just move around the way you want to, making the wrist a little bit warmer, maybe a forward and backward, or maybe sideways, or maybe you can make some circle. Whatever is okay with you right now, you can just do that. Opposite side. Okay, so now we'll be lifting the heels of the palms up and down. So the more the shoulders are back, it is easier. The more the shoulders are forward, it is tougher. So you can choose. So I'll start from the shoulder just above the wrist and then lift my wrist up and down. 2, 3, just the heels of the palm, the wrist up and down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Really, it's going to strengthen your arms. 8, 9, 10. Maybe 5 counts if you want to just try it. Shoulder a little bit over the wrist. And 1, 2, very difficult. 3, keep breathing. 4, very good. So just from here, we will come into a normal Sukhasana posture where your right leg is in the front of the left leg. So from here, we'll not use the hand but just lean forward and come on. And then we will spread the legs wide, and then once again we will lean forward without placing the palms on the toes. So you are not touching your toes or floor. You're just leaning forward without any support as far as possible and then coming up. Now this time you bring your right palm forward and left palm backward and see if you can lift your hip up, one leg up or both leg up and down. So bring your left shin in front of the right and once again bend forward. Inhale, come up, spread your legs wide and then once again bend forward. Inhale, come up. This time your left hand is forward and right arm is backward and from here lift your hip up, even this is fine, or you can lift your right leg up or both legs up and down. Once again bring your right shin forward, bend forward. Inhale, come up, spread your legs wide, once again bend forward and come up. Bring your right palm forward and see if you can just lift your hip up or both legs up and down. Bring your left shin forward, lean forward, inhale, come up, spread your legs wide, bend forward and inhale, come up. Bringing your left hand forward and right hand backward, lifting your hip up and down. One last time each side, right shin forward, bend forward, inhale, come up, spread your legs wide, bend forward, inhale, come up, plant your both hands down and lift your hip up or legs up. Change, bringing your left shin forward, lean forward, inhale, come up, spread your legs wide and bend forward, come up and one last time lift your hip up, legs up and down. Very good. Relax. So now you can directly come into plank. So what we are going to do here is to warm your body up very quickly. We are going to do some plank jacks, plank hands and jumping jack. So if you have lower back issue, you are not supposed to jump. Others can do this. So from the plank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump down. Last 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump backward. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And jump back into plank. Just stay here for a few breaths, or you can move into downward facing dog. Don't try to stretch here, just relax your whole body. Okay, so let's get started with the flow. The body is warm enough. So the first round we'll hold the posture for 5 counts, and then from the second round we'll just move into the flow. Inhale, lift your right leg up. This is a tough one. Bring your knee to your right armpit. Slide your knee down to the wrist. Take it to the left wrist. Bring it to the left armpit. And make square. Come on. 1, 2, only 3. 3. And once again lift your right leg up. Bring your right leg forward into crescent. Just stay in here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, right knee is bent, 3, right thigh parallel, tuck your belly in, 4 and 5. Inhale and exhale into warrior 2. So right knee is still bent, you're not lifting your right knee up, staying there, tuck your belly in, try to open your hip so that your body is in one plane. 3, keep breathing, look forward at your right middle finger, 4 and 5. From here we will go into Ardha Chandrasana. So from here we will move into Ardha Chandrasana. 1, maybe you can hover your right arm above the mat. 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, 5. Once again, go down into plank, into side plank on the right side. Inhale, lift your left arm up and bring your left arm under your right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, go back to Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bring your knee to your left armpit. Drop it down to the wrist, to the right wrist and right armpit. Come on. 2 and 3. Make boxes. And from here, lift your left leg up and bring your left leg forward as in between the palms. Inhale, rising up into crescent. 1, sink your hip down and tuck your belly in. 2, keep breathing. 3, 4 and 5. Open yourself into warrior 2. 1, stretch your both arms away from each other, drop your shoulders down. 2, look at the middle finger. 3, 4, 5. Sliding into Ardha Chandrasana on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep lifting your right leg up as high as possible. 4 and 5. Go into plank and come into side plank on the left side. And bring your right arm down below the body and come up. 1, 2, 3. If you want to modify the side plank, you can drop your left knee down. 4, 5. Go back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your knee to the right armpit. Slide down to the wrist, to the left wrist. Inhale up and come on, make 3 boxes. 2 and 3. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your right leg forward directly in between the palm. Coming up into warrior 1. Just one breath here. Exhale into warrior 2. And from here, swing it down to the Ardha Chandrasana. Once again, going back into plank on the right side. Left arm up and down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. Going back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So you can take your breaks if you want to, but let's get started. Let's continue. Inhale, lift your left leg up and bring your left knee to the left armpit. Slide it down to the wrist, to the other wrist, to the other armpit. Come on. 2, 3, and lift your left leg up. Bring your left leg forward directly in between the palms. Coming up into crescent. Just one breath here. Exhale, open into warrior 2. Inhale and exhale into Ardha Chandrasana. And once again, coming back to plank on the left side. Inhale, the right arm up and down. Up 4 and down. 5. Plant your both arms down. Going into Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Very good. And from here, once again, lift your right leg up. Bring your knee to the armpits. Slide it down to the wrist, to the other wrist, to the other armpit. 2, 3, and once again lift your right leg up. Bring your right leg forward directly in between the palm, coming up into warrior 1. Just one breath here. Exhale into warrior 2. Inhale and exhale, coming up into Ardha Chandrasana. And from here, once again, go back to plank on the right side, left arm up and down 5 times. 2 and down, 3 and down, 4 and down, 5 and down. And once again, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bring your left knee to the left armpit. Slide it down to the wrist. To the other and up. Come on. 2, up, 3, and up. Once again, lift your left leg up. Bring your left leg forward directly in between the palm. Coming up into Highland Warrior. Exhale down into Warrior 2. Slide your left palm down, right arm up into Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, coming into plank and moving into side plank on the left side. So your right arm goes up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Moving back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Maybe you can just drop your knees down. Sit on your heels in child's pose for a few breaths. Preparing your mind and body for the second Vinyasa flow. Just make maximum utilization of this breath. Keep breathing here. So let's get started. Whenever you are ready, inhale, come up, and once again move into downward facing dog. Just staying here for about 5 breaths. 1, warming up your body. Try to press the tip of the fingers onto the floor, the heels also crushing towards the floor. Keep lifting your tailbone up. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift your right leg up and bring your right leg directly in between the palms. Inhale, coming up into crescent and bringing your left elbow on the right knee for Parivritta Parshva Konasana. So we'll stay here for 5 count. 1, if it is too intense then you can drop your left knee down. 2, keep pressing your palms down towards the center of the chest. Keep breathing here. 3, make sure that your left elbow is pushing onto the right knee. 4, you're squeezing your both thighs together, isometric stretch. 5, inhale, stretch your both arms up and come into reverse warrior. So your right knee is bent and right arm is over the ear. And from here, inhale and exhale, we'll come into warrior 3 and we'll do a dynamic movement of Uddita Hasta Padangushtasana to reverse warrior 3. Inhale 2, exhale 2. Inhale 3, exhale. Inhale 4, exhale. Inhale 5, exhale, 5. And from here, once again we will go back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and bring your knee to the nose and drop your right leg outside the left side. And from here, drop your left heel down onto the floor and lift your right leg up and down 5 times, maybe 3 times. 2, 3. Now once again come up onto the ball of the left foot and 3 chaturangas. Come on. 1, 2 and 3. Very good. Inhale. Coming back into chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bring your left leg forward directly in between the palm. Inhale, stretch your both arms up into crescent. Bring your right elbow on the left knee. Press your both palms in front of the chest. So you're moving your left shoulder up and bringing your palms in the center of the chest. 1, 2, deep breath. 3, 4. Twist your body further. Come on, last time. 5. Inhale, come up and move into reverse warrior. 1. Your left knee is still bent. 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Moving into warrior 3, and from here inhale, stretch your right leg forward and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and once again go back to chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. And from here once again lift your left leg up and bring your knee to the nose and then drop your left leg onto the right side. And from here drop your right heel down and lift your left leg up and down. 1, 2 and 3. Now once again come onto the ball of the right foot and we'll do 3 chaturangas. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale, go back to chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Now let's get into the flow. Come on. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your right leg forward. Inhale, coming into crescent. Bring your left elbow onto the right knee. Take a twist. And from here, inhale, come up into reverse your warrior. Inhale and exhale. Moving into warrior 3. Stretch your left leg forward and back. Very good. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and going into chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Still we are on the right leg. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Knee to the nose. Drop your right leg on the left side. Lift your right leg up and down. 1, 2 and 3. Coming onto the left foot, ball of the foot. 3 chaturangas. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lift your right leg up and going into chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Plant your left foot in between the palms. Right elbow on the left knee. Push your palms up. And from here, coming into reverse warrior. Inhale and exhale into warrior 3. Stretch your right leg forward and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. From here once again, going back to downward facing dog, and from here inhale, lift your left leg up, bring your knee to the nose, plant your left leg outside the right side and drop your right heel down, lift your left leg up. 1, 2 and 3. Once again come onto the ball of the right foot. 3 chaturangas. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lift your left leg up and go back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. One last time each side. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your right leg forward, hand in between the palm. Stretch your both arms up and move into Parivrtta Parshva Konasana. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale and exhale, going into warrior 3. And from here, stretch your legs forward and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. From here, once again, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Bring your right knee to the nose and plant your right foot outside the left side. Coming onto the left inner edge of the foot, lift your right leg up. 1, 2, using the core. 3. Now this time, 3 Chaturangas. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale, go back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha. One last time. Inhale, left leg up. Bring your left leg forward. Coming up into warrior 1. Bringing your right elbow onto the left knee. Parivrtta Parshva Konasana. Inhale, come up and move into reverse your warrior. Left knee is still bent. Inhale and exhale into warrior 3. Stretching your right leg forward and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. One last time. 5. Back. Move into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bring your knee to the nose. Left leg outside the right side. Coming onto the right foot. Lift your left leg up and down. 1, 2, 3. And once again, moving into Chaturanga. 1, 2, 3. And inhale, lift your left leg up. Go into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Drop your knees down. Sit in child's pose. Take deep and long breath here. The good news is you've burned 2000 calories just now. Okay. So this was the part of the Vinyasa flow where you will lose a lot of fat, and actually there was a little bit of CrossFit in it with the traditional asana, so that it gives you a good combination of yoga and CrossFit. So now we'll move into something called the back bending class. In the back bending, we'll just do 2 postures 3 times, but we'll go deeper into the posture every time we do it. The reason why we are doing this back bending class is that as we age, as we become older, we normally tend to shrug the shoulders forward, and there is an arch in the spine as we grow old. So people who grow old, you can see that the body is becoming a little bit forward bent. The curve is forward curve, and that's why they need a stick for them to support their spine by the hand. So back bending classes are very important, that it really helps you to take your shoulders back, elongate your age, so your age is also, you're becoming young every day if you keep doing backward bends. Okay, I'm also panting for breath. Anyways, so what we need is just a wall, and let's get started. So the first thing that we are going to do is, I hope you'll be able to see this. Okay. So you'll be standing about 2 feet apart from the wall. So there's 1 feet and maybe 1.5 to 2 feet, depending upon your length of the arms. So once you plant your feet here, you're not moving your feet, and then you can bring your both palms onto the wall, and then you will bend in such a way that your hip moves backward and your chest goes and finally land onto the wall. So just try this. So you're placing your palms on the wall and trying to bring your hip backward and chest forward with your palms here. So either you can bring your forehead onto the wall, your nose, your chin, or even your throat. So whatever is comfortable for you right now, we'll just try for the first time. So you're keeping your palms here. First you can bring your chest onto the wall. If that is too difficult, you can only bring your forehead onto the wall. And we'll stay here for about 10 counts. 1. Keep taking your hip backward. 2. As shown on the angle. 3. 4. 5. Just hang out there. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, come up. So many of you would have been able to just bring the forehead on the wall, and some of you must have got the chest on the wall. So we'll move further. Wherever you are, it is fine. So now we will try to bring the nose or chin or throat on the wall without changing the position of the leg. So leg is still about 1.5 to 2 feet apart from the wall, and this time you bring your both palms onto the wall like this and try to bring your chest forward. Your hip is still going backward so that you're getting the backward bend. So your shoulders also keep moving backward. So now you bring your chest forward and try to bring your chin or throat. Come on, give it a try. Maybe you want to stretch your both arms up and try this. So try to bring your armpit also onto the wall, your throat on the wall, or your chin or your nose, anything. And stay here for 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we stay in the posture, you try to observe what is happening in your body, and also just as you stay there, it's like in yoga, when you stay in the posture and you yourself feel that the heart is opening up and your shoulders are moving back, your chest, you're pushing your chest onto the floor, onto the wall, and trying to bring your chin or throat and armpit onto the wall. And slowly pushing your palms onto the wall. Inhale, come up, and your head comes up last. Very good. So we'll do this one more time, but this time we'll make it a little bit more intense. We'll try to bring the hands away from the wall. Even if you have not progressed in the previous two things, you can still continue to do that and try to go deeper into the same thing by bringing your chest there, or if your nose has come onto the wall, then you try to bring your chin onto the wall. So let's do it for the one last time. So your feet is little bit away and the feet is closer. You're sinking your hip backward so that your chest can come forward. Stretch your both arms up, and this time you bring your armpit, your chest, your throat on the wall. And either you can stay there or you can bring your hands away from the wall and bring in prayer position. 2, 1. Inhale. Very good. So a lot of things is happening here. Once you come out of the pose, you realize that there is a lot of blood flow, a lot of sensation in the whole back region, arm, everywhere you can feel that rush of the blood. So now we will just do one opposite side, the same thing what we did in the front side, we'll try to do it the other way around. So this time you are going to stand in the same distance apart. The feet is just 1.5 to 2 feet away from the wall, and your feet are closer to each other. Inhale, stretch your both arms up and just try to touch your fingertips onto the wall and you look up. So we'll just stay here for about 10 counts. 1. Now here you are not bringing your hip forward. We are not doing the backward bend as we do in the Surya Namaskar, but your hip stays back and you are just working on the portion from the approximate to the thoracic, the middle back to your upper back and the shoulder. 2, 3. So your hip is going backward, your hip is not coming forward. 4. Look up to the wall behind you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale and exhale. So we'll directly go for the next one. This time we will try to bring the entire palm onto the wall. You yourself will know how, when we hold the posture for a longer time, how the body becomes used to it and becomes more and more flexible. So this time once again you are sinking your hip backward. If there is a lot of stretch in your hamstring, then you can bend your knee as well, but keep bringing your hip backward, not forward. So you take your hip backward, bring your both arms up, touch your fingertip first, and then slowly walk your fingertips down and try to plant your entire palm onto the wall. And then once again you look up, keep taking your hip backward. 1, 2, if I drop my head down I cannot count, so I am lifting here my head up. 3, keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly inhale and relax. Very good. So we'll just do one last time. I know there's already a lot of sweat, a lot of sensation in the body, the blood rushing, but we'll do just one last time. So once again, bring your feet together about the same distance apart away from the wall. And this time we'll try to sink further by just giving an arch onto your upper back and the shoulder. Nothing to do with the hip region. Will not hurt the lower back because lower back doesn't have that much of flexibility. So we'll just work on the upper part from the thoracic to your upper region. So once again, stretch your both arms up. First come up onto the fingertip, look backward towards your palm, and then as you look back, you try to sink your hip backward and then plant your palms onto the wall. Try to keep your elbows straight, sink your hip back. This is also kind of a hollow back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly inhale and exhale. Maybe we can just lie down in child's pose so that there is a counter posture, so you can sit on your knee and then bend forward. And slowly inhale and come up. Very good. So from here we will do some stretches so that the kind of backward bend that we did today is quite intense. So we'll just do some twisting so that the back gets back to normal. So maybe you can just a gentle twist. You can sit in a comfortable cross leg, bringing your right palm onto the left knee, left palm behind your back as a second spine, and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Inhale and exhale, change. 1, 2, 3, keep breathing. 4 and 5. Very good. We'll just do one more stretch of Gomukhasana. So not necessary that you have to bring your legs in such a way, but you can just, we'll work with the arms. So you lift your right arm up, bend your right elbow, and with your left arm, you just push your right elbow towards the floor. And then once your right arm is stabilized, you can bring your left arm back and catch your right arm from the back. You will be surprised to see the kind of flexibility you are able to grab the other hand easily. And now you lift your chin up, bring your chest forward, take your shoulders backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Release. Change the hands. So lift your left hand up and bend your elbow. With your right palm, push your left elbow towards the floor. Once you stabilize here, then take your right arm back and catch hold of your left arm from the back. And once again, lift your chin up, head up, chest forward, take your shoulder back. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4 and 5. Inhale and exhale. Release. So let's close the class by chanting Om 3 times. I'm sure you're feeling good about today's class, and let's close it with a prayer. Keeping your both palms in Chin Mudra, resting on your knee. Inhale. Inhale for Om. Shanti. Once we feel the warmth, we can cup the eyes. Feel the indirect warmth radiating from the palm. Keeping your palms in front of your face with gentle blinking open eyes. Thank you. I strongly suggest that you lie down after this practice, at least for 5 minutes. Please lie down in Savasana without doing anything, just observing whatever is happening, and let the blood flow come back to the normal and natural breath. See you today at 8 p.m. in the evening for meditation. Thank you. Thanks a lot.